Please welcome for the red corner, representing Russia, Evgeny TISHCHENKO.
So here comes the reigning, defending World Championship gold medalist, the Olympic champion, the European champion, Evgeny TISHCHENKO of Russia, 26 years of age, the #1 ranked boxer in the world, the tournament #1 seed, as he prepares to defend the title that he won in Doha 2 years ago.
Representing Cuba, Erislandy, SAVON.
Erislandy SAVON comes to the ring after claiming his third America's Continental gold medal. He's the #2 ranked boxer in the world, the tournament #2 seed, and he has a focused expression etched upon his face as he prepares to lock horns for the third time against Evgeny TISHCHENKO. And their most recent meeting was in this corresponding contest 2 years ago in Doha, Qatar, when this man came out on top to take World Championship gold. He beat the talented teenager from Uzbekistan, Sanjar Tursunov, at the semi-final stage. And with that familiar skip over the top rope, Erislandy SAVON goes in pursuit of his first World Senior title. It's his 5th appearance at a World Senior Championships here. He had a hard-fought split decision win over another familiar rival, Vasily Levitt, at the semi-final stage. And in many respects, this contest is like boxing, looking at a mirror reflection of one another in terms of their stature, in terms of their stances. TISHCHENKO is southpaw, SAVON orthodox. Who can implement their tactics on this gold medal bout in what is the third contest between these men in a rivalry that is currently deadlocked at 1 win apiece. So we're underway then. The first of a scheduled 3 3-minute rounds in the 91-kilogram heavyweight division between boxers from Russia and Cuba. The southpaw wearing red, who just took a lead left hand to the body, is Evgeny TISHCHENKO, 26 years of age, the #1 ranked boxer in the world, and a hard right cross from the man in blue. Erislandy SAVON suggests that the reigning World Championship silver medalist has found his range pretty quickly.
I don't think TISHCHENKO's had a really good tournament performance-wise, but that probably just shows you the class of the man to get to the final. Yeah, I've seen him perform much better in Olympic tournaments and in the World Championships 2 years ago in Doha. I think he performed a lot better. So he hasn't been at his best, TISHCHENKO, but he manages to get these wins under his belt and get through. But he'll have to put in a good performance here tonight against SAVON. SAVON, for me, has boxed well in this tournament. He's been working very well with his jab, his lead hand. And again here, he's finding his range with that shot and also that long, straight right hand that SAVON has. There you go.
Targeting that right hand once again. The follow-up right hand was blocked by the left forearm of TISHCHENKO, but then he walked into a hard right uppercut just above the belt line from SAVON. And TISHCHENKO, work rate is usually one of the hallmarks of his boxing. Hasn't been as active in this tournament. David Naika gave him all the trouble he could handle at the quarter-final stage. The talented man from New Zealand, bamboozling him with some wonderful punch-picking and back-foot boxing, but he was declared a 4-1 winner over Naika.
Well, I think you have to have a little bit of luck, Ronald, here and there to win a tournament like this, and I think that was his bit of luck, because David Naika, I think if Naika had won that contest, no one would have complained. I think most people thought that he'd got it, but, you know, TISHCHENKO just got over the line, he won, so he'll have to perform well here, and he took a good shot there from SAVON, so the Cuban started well here.
Repeated success with the right hand and that darting left jab. He's managing to find its way through the guard, as is that combination of straight punches from SAVON.
We normally see TISHCHENKO work well with his jab, his lead hand, but again here, his guard's nice and high and tight, so he's trying to block shots, but he's got to work more with that jab. See, that's allowing SAVON to get the first punch off. SAVON's boxing well here. He's boxing well at mid and long range, and so for me, TISHCHENKO's got to be more busy, and normally that's his trademark. That's what he normally does, TISHCHENKO, but again, he hasn't really gone through the gears in this round.
Closing seconds of the opening round. A round that was very good indeed for this man, finding the range with his straight punches, using that left jab like an antenna and crashing through a potent right cross.
National champion of 2012. He is the silver medalist of the 2013 AIBA World Boxing Championships, the 2015 AIBA World Boxing Champion, and he won the gold medal at the Olympic Games 2016. In the red corner, representing Russia, Evgeny TISHCHENKO.
Better boxing from SAVON in this round. Lovely straight right hand that went right down the middle that caught TISHCHENKO. TISHCHENKO just abandoned his jab in that round, I thought, and it just allowed SAVON to work more with his straighter punches. Better work came from the Cuban.
Round 2.
So into the second round we go. Erislandy SAVON competing at his 5th AIBA World Boxing Championships here. Tucking up tightly is TISHCHENKO, man who's at his 3rd World Championships, and he's come away with medals in his previous 2 appearances. The legs getting tangled up. He was shoved to the canvas by SAVON, hence no count from referee Holger Kusmal. Trying a corkscrew right hand now is TISHCHENKO, but not really finding the range. SAVON so relaxed and composed in the pocket. Hit TISHCHENKO with a left hand before retreating out of harm's way.
What I do like about TISHCHENKO, Ronald, is we've seen him in the past. He's a very good all-round boxer. He can box well at range, but for a tall man, he's very good on the inside. You know, his guard's good, and he uses a lovely left uppercut downstairs. He almost threw it there, or he did throw it. I don't know whether it landed. But, yeah, downstairs and on the inside, TISHCHENKO is better than what his frame would suggest, because he looks a mid-long range boxer, but he can box at short range as well. That's probably why he's Olympic champion.
Trying to get onto that front foot now. Oh, terrific punch picking once again from SAVON. Wonderful right hand once more from the man in blue. And if that surname sounds familiar, if you're a fan of AIBA Open boxing, that's because his uncle is the legendary figure Felix SAVON, 6-time world champion at 91 kilograms heavyweight, 3-time Olympic champion. Wonderful double little pecking right hand from SAVON. SAVON, the 7th of the finalists Cuba sent through to the gold medal bout. Left jab's an effective shot off the back foot once again for the man from Guantanamo. There's the right hand this time.
He's moving into range too much here, TISHCHENKO, and that's why he's getting caught. He's got to be throwing more jabs like that, and that measures the gap and distance, you see. He's allowing himself to get too close without throwing the jab, and then he's walking onto those long arms of SAVON. He should use his own jab to measure that distance.
Counter right hand wasn't too far away from SAVON after TISHCHENKO came forward with a burst of punches. Oh, wonderful reverse 1-2, the left hand jolting the head back of TISHCHENKO. And he walks onto a right cross that time. Cries of Russia, Russia, trying to rouse TISHCHENKO, but he's been picked off here repeatedly. SAVON with another very good round of boxing. Well, coming forward in circumspect fashion, lands a right hook, but not before he took a stiff right jab, a stiff right cross, excuse me, from this man. And SAVON feeling it as he goes back to the blue corner. Another very good 3 minutes enjoyed by the man in pursuit of his first world title.
National champion of 2011, 13, 14, and 16. He is the World Series.
Again, SAVON working well, mid, long range, straight shots going through the guard of TISHCHENKO. TISHCHENKO here just catches Savon with that cuffing shot, but walks onto a good right hand there again. Like I said, he was getting too close to Savon for me and not measuring the distance well enough with his jab, which is unlike him. He normally works very well with his jab and breaks his opponents down, but he just doesn't look, and I don't think he's looked himself throughout the tournament myself, TISHCHENKO.
So into the third and final round of the 91-kilogram heavyweight gold medal bout. It's the third installment of this long-running rivalry between these two boxers. The rivalry currently tied at 1 win apiece. Hard left hand landed by the reigning champion, Evgeny TISHCHENKO. But back comes Savon, the Cuban boxer in blue, with a 4-shot combo through the guard of TISHCHENKO.
Well, there's a sense of urgency, isn't there, from TISHCHENKO's work now. He's coming forward. I watched his corner in that round, in between that round, and they were really barking the instructions at him, so they're not pleased in the corner. And they probably want him to do more work, and that's why he's come out on that front foot. But that may present more opportunities for Savon. There's no head movement from TISHCHENKO, remember, so he's got to watch what he's doing here, the Russian.
Savon has been wonderfully precise with his punch picking throughout the course of the first 2 rounds. Feeding straight shots to TISHCHENKO, whose high-held hands haven't been able to repel them, like that straight right. And then look at the footwork to appear on the other side of the ring like a character from the Matrix. Wonderful movement from Savon. And TISHCHENKO reduced to following around the ring before he's walked onto another right cross. Left hook crashes home, followed by a right hand. Approaching the midpoint of the third and final round, and the punch accuracy of Erislandy Savon continues to be eye-catching.
I think he's probably surprising Savon as much as anyone here. He's expecting TISHCHENKO to come forward and throw more shots, but Savon is dictating the pace, if anything, and now he's gone on his bike and he's picking his shots really well, the Cuban. And again, this is unlike TISHCHENKO. He just can't find his range and rhythm, but give credit to Savon. Yeah, the accurate work's coming from the man in blue.
Spearing between the gloves once again with a 1-2 combination. And TISHCHENKO simply cannot get off, trying to let his hands go, but can't pull the trigger because each time the forward momentum he's attempting to build is being disrupted by pecking, poking punches from Savon. The corner imploring their man to come forwards and let his hands go. He's got less than a minute to find the finishing shot, because surely he's being outpointed here in comprehensive fashion by the boxing being produced by Erislandy Savon.
Well, he's coming forward, TISHCHENKO, but he's not throwing a lot, Ron, is he? He's got to throw more jabs, and he's getting into range too close, and Savon is picking him off. It's a great display from Savon, who's up the work rate with his feet in terms of the speed of movement. And again, TISHCHENKO, for me, he's just struggling a little bit here.
Continually falling short with his own attempted forward forays. TISHCHENKO can't find the range, can't pin the man down, and Erislandy Savon is surely about to be crowned as the World Championship gold medalist in the presence of the AIBA president, C.K. Wu. High fives over in the Cuban corner, and a huge embrace from the coaching staff in the direction of Erislandy Savon, because this, his 5th World Championship appearance at the senior tournament, and he has never come away with championship gold. He's been desperately unlucky in some of the tournaments where I've been ringside and seen him not get verdicts where you thought he was the victor. But here, surely he has made no mistake in the gold medal bout against the man who's the champion from 2 years ago. But of course, we are going to the judges, 5 of them seated ringside using the 10-point must system.
Movement was excellent from Savon, wasn't it? In and out and moving around TISHCHENKO. Great display. Oh.
In the blue corner,
it's Savon at his 5th World Championships. Erislandy Savon claims his first World Championship gold medal. The judges have it on a split decision, but that is academic. The right man has won, and he has joined his uncle as a 91-kilogram heavyweight champion. He's absolutely elated. Evgeny TISHCHENKO continues his outstanding record in World Championship competition. His 3rd tournament, he comes away with his 3rd medal, a second silver, adding to the one that he won in 2013 and the gold that he won 2 years ago. But Erislandy SAVON takes world championship gold in the 91 kilogram heavyweight division. And once again, the name SAVON will be inscribed into the record books in the heavyweight class at an AIBA World Championships. His uncle Felix won 6 of them. Here, Erislandy takes his first.
Tremendous display from SAVON. The movement in the last round just capped off the performance, I think. TISHCHENKO just didn't quite look himself. And the Russian corner, they're doing everything to try and motivate their boxer, but this fella boxed very well indeed. Picked his punches, accurate with the long range work, and was probably a bit surprised that TISHCHENKO wasn't finding the target as he normally does. We know TISHCHENKO is a workhorse. He throws lots of punches, but in this contest and throughout the tournament, he just hasn't quite looked himself. And SAVON there, a worthy winner, good performance.